Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode, 952, right? Because it's 951 yesterday.
I thought it was 950 yesterday.
No, it was 951.
51. Okay, so it would be 952.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The coffee ain't working anymore. Hi, it's Mike Matthews.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
That's the name of the show they just sang.
That's the name of the show.
That's Haley over there. Once again, Haley.
Mike's Daily Podcast
Has come back for more abuse. Mythbusters is going to end, and that's kind of sad because it brought a lot of attention to Alameda and that old naval base they had. That guy with the big mustache and the one with the hairweave that's bad used to blow up lots of stuff and make their next door neighbors mad and make Christians mad because that one guy is an atheist.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And I got put off that show with the constant recapping and teasing that you watch it
Daily
and they go, hey,
Podcast.
if you just joined us, here's what happened. Blah, blah, blah. He booked this up. But every time they came back from commercial.
Well, that's
then
Discovery Channel for you.
And then coming up, blah, 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 blah. So they spend like this much time. I'm making a small little hand gesture here. Of actual content, and the rest is tease and recap. Recap.
There's only two shows on Discovery Channel that don't do that, and they are Cash Cab and How It's Made.
Is Cash Cab they get in the cab?
They get in the cab and it's a game show.
Oh, okay. I thought something else happened. Okay.
Yeah.
What? So there's a game show, and is that a good show?
It was pretty good. They don't play it anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a fun little game show. They got in the they got in the cab, and then they would be asked trivia questions. And if they got 3 or something wrong, they'd have to get out of the cab. But if they got them right, all the way until they got to where they went. So it was always a time limit depending on how far they were traveling.
Interesting.
They could win money, and then they could double or nothing it. And if they lost, they still got a free cab ride.
But that's the thing about TV that I can't stand is all the constant recapping. And I mean, you don't see it with the shows that have scripts because they keep the story moving. They don't go, this is what just happened to Modern Family when you because you just joined us.
But they do the previously on.
Right. But that's just at the beginning of the show. That's
2 to 5 minutes, yeah.
They do that.
I don't know. I'm watching Castle right now with my parents because it's their favorite show. And there's a lot of previously on Castle.
Why is it good Christian people watch Castle?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's highly sexual.
Really?
At times.
Wow. Oh, we got this thing on this Christian station we work for where they review popular culture things, and we were listening, Haley and I, and they were doing a review of Taylor Swift's new song. They're like, Taylor Swift has come a long way from her country roots, and now her latest song, she has had some sort of tryst. Baby, this song isn't good for your children to listen to.
What, Style?
No, the latest one where it's she's in Africa or something in the video.
Oh, I think I saw that video. I don't remember what the song. I thought that was Style. I thought that was the...
No. Style is the...
I thought that was a video for
the
Style.
lyrics to Style
are fairly wholesome.
Yeah, she's just completely obsessed with this guy, per usual. Because he's got that James Dean look in his eye.
She's got that long hair.
Blank Space.
I love Blank Space. It's a good song.
Good song. I like the drum track they used on that. It sounds very 80s.
Yeah.
But she said she was influenced by 1989, the year that she was born.
Yeah. Well, her whole new style-ish thing. Style. But the new album.
What I don't get it. What was that joke? There was a rim shot and I didn't hear the joke. What was the joke?
The new album,
Humor.
once you got past like Shake It Off, it started to remind me a little bit of Lorde.
Really?
Yeah.
And I heard Lorde and Taylor Swift had a tiff.
I didn't. I heard they're good friends. I heard that it was rumored they had a tiff.
I heard Taylor shunned. Hi, welcome to Gossip Talk. And hi, guys. Welcome to YouTube Gossip Talk.
Hi.
Hey, guys. I'm waving my hand in the air like I care. Like I'm waving hi to you.
Taylor Swift would never do that to Lorde. They're totally BFFs. I don't even know what you're talking about. How can you be so dumb, Stacy?
Thank you so much for doing that. Have you ever watched one of those vlog videos, podcasts that they all the time?
Not all the time.
Oh.
I've seen someone vlog while they were dressed up as Pikachu surrounded by Pokemon plushies.
Oh man, you just blew my mind. So now that we made fun of this, you were going to say something else.
No, I wasn't. There's nothing else that needs to be said about that.
I would like now some sort of, one of those girls that do those type of video blogs that we were just making fun of to make fun of us now.
That would be great. Tit for tat.
Yes.
Yes. We are not
What's
the kind
a tat
of people...
and where do I get it for the other thing? That's a horrible, creepy joke. Go ahead.
Well, tat is... You've never heard the term tat?
What's a tat?
It's like...
Is that like a tattoo?
No. You know how you get all that tourist junk in like... When you're traveling and it's just random things...
Like brochures?
No, like little tiny Eiffel Towers. Those furry koalas that clip onto things. That's kind of what tat is. Tat is just meaningless merchandise thrown out for the sake of representing something.
Oh.
You've never heard tat?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe, is it also known as swag? No, that's what you get from a radio station.
Yeah. Swag is something that you may or may not actually want.
Oh.
Tat you don't really want.
We've just really scraped the surface and gotten into the underbelly of today's culture. Thank you for listening to today's show, 952.
952, write it down.
Did you hear from anybody saying that they listened to the show? Anybody new? No?
Yeah, no one listens to our show.
Oh, good, all right. Whew, I was feeling pressure for a second. Wow. Hey, look who just walked in. Hello, Micro Masters. This is Madame Rootabega. Hello, Haley. What was that? Oh my gosh. I'm hearing a knocking sound. What is that? Okay. I will obey you.
I think there's a leak.
Oh. Yeah, we got a leak here, even though it's not raining outside. Could be someone's taking a bath on the roof.
We should plug it.
Look who else just walked in.
With some Chumbawamba, drip, drip, drip,
goes the water. Drip, 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 goes. Take me in. Draw me out.
Pull me up. Let me down.
So the average person would go, Chumbawamba, didn't they just have that one song, Tub Thumping? Oh no, my friend. Chumbawamba's the best band ever.
Chumbawamba is an anarcho-punk band with extreme folk roots.
And I love their harmonies.
Yeah, that's their big thing.
They're cool 90s drum beats.
Programmed uniquely for every song.
I love drum beats, as you know. I love drum loops. Although I'm getting a little miffed when I was driving up to Bodega Bay on Friday, I was listening to Froggy Country out of like Santa Rosa or something, and there was every song is all new country, all guys. I didn't hear a single female.
Of course not.
And all songs had drum loops.
Yep.
And then like the guitar, kind of like Kid Rock guitar. And then like a song about, well, we went out to the beer truck, out to and the girls in their hot little Daisy Dukes, blah 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 blah. Yeah, like that Florida.
All I need is a pickup truck and my dog and a case of beer. All I need is my rifle sticking out of my camo backpack, and a weekend away, I'm gonna go out and work on the crops, even though I don't do that because I'm entitled.
Woo! I'm a rebel by the grace of God.
A rebel by the grace of God.
Country by the grace of God. Yeah. I would just like to thank you
I
for
love
singing
my
that song.
Confederate flag.
Now we need a bunch of bro country guys to do a song making fun of us.
Making fun of us. Man, I love me a podcast.
That's Haley's new song called Man, I Love Me. Man, I love me. Delicious coffee out of my Wake Up America cup.
Wake up, America. I'm tasked with waking up America every single morning, and that's why I have this cup.
Now, you of course are assuming that people are listening to us in the morning. Maybe they're listening to us at night. Then we're waking them up at night.
I don't wake them up with this podcast.
Oh.
I just wake them up. Like, if you woke up today, that's because of me. You're welcome.
Yeah. Even if you didn't hear this, you were woken up.
Good morning, Mr. Matthews.
So today we're going to bring you the MIKELOPEDIA INSANICA and some interesting facts and stories and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then you can also check out... look who else walked in.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the bad-hair attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Yes.
Bison, you got out of your jar. Yeah, I grew out of it.
Coming out of my jar, and I've been feeling just fine. I really hate this song.
Why do you hate the Killers so much?
I don't hate the Killers so much. I just dislike that song. I find nothing particularly interesting about it, and it just comes across as harsh to my eardrums.
I sang it at my Mike karaoke at my house. That my two friends came over and we sang, and I sang that song.
Yeah.
I was really.
I was on a wrong key anyway.
I was
like,
winded. I enjoyed it.
Good.
So Bison, you're back to normal. He's shaking his head. Good. And then Valentino, how are you doing? With your Freedom Caucus.
Yeah, my Freedom Caucus.
That's a really weird word.
The Freedom Caucus is telling Paul Ryan what to do, and Paul Ryan's going, okay, I'll do what you tell me to do.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I understood that.
Freedom Caucus. Mm-hmm. That's going on in the House of Representatives right now, the Freedom Caucus.
Right.
Because they control everything, and they would probably be those people that be like, this podcast is inspired by Satan.
It's true. That's the whole reason I'm here.
I have not seen Beelzebub lately.
Well, Beelzebub isn't necessarily Satan.
No, Beelzebub is someone else?
Could be.
Is Beelzebub that character that Michael Keaton played in that movie?
Is he? Probably.
Oh, no, wait, that's Beetlejuice. I'm confused myself. But please, help us out by going and shopping and buying a bunch of stuff on Amazon, but go through MikeSdalyPodcast.com and click on the link first.
Please, sir.
And please, when you go... find us on Facebook. Find me on Facebook, Mike Matthews.
Hunt him down.
But when you look up Mike Matthews, you're going to get Michael Matthews, the guy, the big weight trainer guy who has the six-pack, and, he's really muscular. And please send him a message like, change your name.
Change your name.
Because I can't live up to that pressure. He's too ripped.
Maybe you should change his name to Matt Michaels.
Oh, that's true. Hey, so then there's also the PayPal, Inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster. Do that thing.
Hey,
help us out.
All right, I'm going to bring up a sensitive issue.
Please.
In our last episode? In one of our last two episodes.
Yes, let's go back.
You slipped up, and you said the word that Podcaster is based out of.
Right, yes, and I bleeped it.
But at the beginning of that episode, you said the word for a female dog, and you did not bleep it.
No, that was a previous episode, and yes,
Well, why do we not censor the name for a female dog, but we do censor the name for someone whose parents are not married, even though that is extremely common nowadays, and the other word is actually degrading to women?
Wow, Haley. I feel like crap now.
You're welcome. Anyway, donate to us. If you become a Mike's daily podcaster, then all of the Cafe Anywhere characters will personally apologize to you.
Yes,
for
they will.
Saying those bad things.
They will because they're apologetics. Mm-hmm.
Apologetics.
Apologicians.
That's a lovely straw noise.
I like your straw noise. You know what? That's very interesting. You just gave me a flashback to 20 years ago when I started at Keihei, and I used that word that you mentioned that you don't like on the air because I was using it in the context of I was complaining about something.
Right.
And this guy called me up, who the Disgruntled Fiddle Player is based on, and he said, oh wait, Disgruntled Fiddle Player, can you please come in? Here, door sound effect here. F8. Oh wow, I hit F8 on a brick. Alright.
Yeah, you rang.
Okay, say what he said.
Yeah, don't say that word ever again on the radio. Thank you, goodbye.
That's what he said to me, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you kind of can in this area, but...
I need a 20-year reminder for that.
Every 20 years, set your alarm.
Okay.
Send an email to yourself in 20 years.
Ooh.
Can you do that?
That's bizarre.
Did you see there was a glitch like a few months back on Gmail where people were getting emails from like 1904?
No.
Or 1980 something?
Because they had the internet in 1904.
Well, it was sometime because
they had the ARPANET in like the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
The
ARPANET.
That's weird. It's like a time capsule, Haley.
Mm-hmm. And it's like a blank email from 19 something.
Oh, we're also on Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Podomatic, YouTube, Mixcloud.
Ameristream Live.
Ameristream Live, thank you. That's another one. Tumblr, Twitter, Yelp, and iTunes.
Yep.
Well, I'm rather hot. I had to take my little cap off because I'm so hot here at Cafe Anyway. Oh, I talked to Matt yesterday, who was on the podcast a week ago or so.
Was that the guy from that one shop?
From Niles, yeah, the ice cream shop in Niles. And he said to me, well, how do I get to Cafe Anyway? He thought this was a real place. And I'm like, no, those are just sound effects. Like we're at it's, kind of theater of the mind thing, like we're pretending. Mm-hmm. And he's like, what? He didn't quite understand.
Oh, well, you should have just told him to look it up on Yelp, and he'll get directions that way.
He looked it up, got Anyway Cafe, which is in New York.
Doesn't Cafe Anyway have a Yelp page, though?
No. Oh, I should do that, huh?
I thought they did.
Mike's Daily Podcast has a Yelp page.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just haven't done it. Cafe Anyway has a Facebook page that you can find the Mike's Daily Podcast blog. This is fascinating stuff, isn't it? Let's go to our very informative MIKELOPEDIA INSANICA, and let's use that great song from Chumbawamba we were singing earlier.
The MIKELOPEDIA INSANICA.
It's a trickle-down theory, and it's coming to me. Life's a whip round, and I got the whip. It's a sinking ship. Drip, drip, drip. Drip, 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 goes the water. Drip, 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 goes the water. Drip, drip, drip.
Ah, I love that.
It's a good song.
Tune.
It's a good song.
Did you want to do your story first or me?
It's a good song. You go first.
So, I have definitely been feeling this lately. My brain is shrinking.
Feeling it!
Our brains are shrinking naturally, and
Feeling it!
what is that?
It's Blink 182. Just keep talking, and I'll fill in with the...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
you do your story in the style of the chorus of the verse of that song, and I'll just say I'm feeling it.
Okay, I think I remember how that song goes. Okay. risk of having a stroke,
I'm feeling it.
dementia, or Alzheimer's rise.
I'm feeling it.
And almost everyone experiences some kind of memory loss.
I'm feeling it.
Scientists know that people who exercise regularly, eat a healthy diet, and avoid smoking, and keep mentally stimulated by doing podcasts generally have healthier brains than people who aren't as careful about diet and exercise. This latest study shows how one easy-to-follow diet, which includes wine, may make your brain about 5 years younger. Can you drink wine?
Yeah.
You just can't drink beer.
I just can't drink beer.
Because you're gluten averse.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I can drink tons of rum.
Wow. I had a Coke and rum on Friday night in Bodega Bay with my friends.
Nice. I had a Coke and rum a couple weeks back at Olive Garden. And I had always made them myself. And, like, I guess I didn't know how to make them. Because I like, add rum to my Coke. And when I got this rum and Coke, it was, like, a very small amount of Coke with, like, a bunch of rum in it.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, oh, that's how it's supposed to taste. It was good. It was just mostly alcohol.
Haley, before you know it, you're just going to be drinking rum just right out of the bottle.
I've done that.
You're nuts.
It's not that bad.
How are you standing right now? Rum is evil. Is the evil drink of the Beelzebub.
It's really not. As far as alcohols go, it's got a very sort of standard taste. A bunch of other alcohols will have like a specific taste to them.
Uh-huh.
But rum is pretty standard.
Did you ever have a rum ball?
No.
Get ready to rum ball.
I had a ball when I was drinking rum.
I bet. But there's more to this story that I found on CNN.
I'm feeling it. I'm gonna stop that.
Researchers looked at the brains of 674 people.
That's specific.
With an average age of 80. I guess they were alive. They asked these elderly people to fill out food surveys. I guess they couldn't have done that if they were dead. About what they ate in the last year, and researchers scanned their brains. The group that... I love this story, by the way, because the font is huge. That last story I read about the things, the bikes that were on tracks. Mm-hmm. I was reading that out of a magazine or a paper, the local paper.
I know, we could all hear it.
And it was so tiny, I couldn't freaking see. My eyes aren't even open at this time of the day. Haley, I need you to commiserate with me. So this group ate, get ready to say it with me, a Mediterranean diet. The group that had eaten the Mediterranean diet had heavier brains with more gray and white matter. This is so gross, this story. I'm getting disgusted. Do you know what I was watching?
What?
Downton Abbey last night, because Greg, the guy we work with, got me all these great things and turned me on to some great shows.
Turn me on, turn me on. Anyway.
What was that song?
Turn Me On.
Who does that?
David Guetta featuring Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard that one.
It's good. It's the first thing I heard from Nicki Minaj.
The latest Downton Abbey, the main character guy. So Downton Abbey is so like everything's wonderful. You're just so posh.
Yes.
And with the clothes and the furniture is so old and exquisite and everything. And then all of a sudden,
Mr. Wainsworth, please come in here.
And all of a sudden, Mr. Wainsworth has like.
Is that actually a character?
No.
Okay, good.
But like the main guy, he at dinner starts throwing up blood everywhere. Like projectile.
Right.
It's disgusting.
Like
and it just
360 spinning.
And of course it has to go onto a white tablecloth. Mm-hmm. And that's how Downton Abbey is. It'll go along like everything's and then all of a sudden bam, something just like shocking. And then but that's the like 5th episode in that something finally happened. And each episode's 90 minutes. Anyway, it was disarmingly disgusting.
That reminds me of the one time that I had to read all creatures bright and big, beautiful. All creatures great and small.
All creatures get off my lawn?
No, it's okay. It's one of those. It's all creatures bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. I think there's a couple of them, and I don't think that's quite the names of them. But they're about this this British veterinarian in like the countryside, and he goes around and he's helping all these animals. And I was reading the summary and a little bit of the tidbit from the middle. I'm like, whatever. I guess I'll read this. It's gonna be a cutesy little thing, but I like slice of life things, so I shouldn't enjoy it too bad. And I opened the book, and the entire first page is about cutting off bulls' testicles.
Good heavens! Wow.
Veterinarian work.
Anyway, I'm just gonna wrap this story up now.
Wrap it up.
A glass of wine a day is perfectly fine. What you do typically have to limit is the amount of meat, dairy, and saturated fat you eat. Cook more with olive oil as opposed to butter. And a higher consumption of fish seem to make a big difference in keeping your brain young. There you go.
Oh my god, that was the most boring thing I've heard.
I thought that was so...
Why the hell did you slow down? You're talking like that. Why did you subject us to that misery?
Oh wait, what's this story? Posing topless with purpose. Wait, let me click on that. So we got this guy on...
You just fell for the clickbait.
Oh no!
You're welcome. Who is that?
Yeah, who is that?
Who is that?
Anna Beckingham exposed her reconstructed breast for an exhibition in London this week.
Reconstructed breasts? Okay.
Here she poses for a portrait. We don't actually see the breast, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, it's CNN.
They can't because they're censored.
Why are we...
All right, I'm turning this off because now we're going to hear that interesting Blink-182 song we were ripping off, and then you're going to tell your story.
I got no regret right now. I'm feeling it. The air is so cold and low. I'm feeling it. Let me go in her room. I'm feeling it. I want to take off her clothes. I'm feeling it. Show me the way to bed. I'm feeling it. Show me the way you move. I'm feeling it.
The Mykelopedia Insanica continues now with Haley.
We probably should have played something by Huey Lewis there, because this is referring to yesterday's date, which is the 21st, and then that's the whole Back to the Future Day type thing. I'm up on.
Yeah, but you sang that song on the last show, on our Back to the Future Day show, and nothing can compare to that. Oh. Thank you for that mushmouth rendition of Power of Love by Huey Lewis. It took me 5 whole seconds to figure out what you were doing.
It was longer than that.
All right, Mediterranean diets are good for you. Go.
All right. So
your brain shrinking. Go.
My brain is shrinking right now. And it's gone. Okay, now I can do the podcast. Back to the Future is kind of known for all these like future technologies. The second one anyway, that kind of popped around, and we're like, there's no hoverboard, and we're like, there's no Jaws 16, and stuff like that.
Did you see that trailer they did for Jaws 16 Universal?
No, I'll have to look into it.
Because they go, and then Jaws 4. Because they actually only made 4 Jaws.
Yeah, they only made 4. There was actually a project, like in the past 2 years, where like a bunch of like indie filmmakers were trying to produce as many Jaws films as they could, and they didn't have to be about sharks or anything. They were just labeling them Jaws whatever, in an effort to get to Jaws 16, but they were unable to.
They made a robot in the list of Jaws. Then we brought you Jaws 10, the robot Jaws. Then we did the reboot of Jaws 11. Then it was Jaws Gets Personal, Jaws' Family. But oh wait, I just remembered we had Jabberjaw back in it was a kids cartoon.
Jaws versus Mothra.
That's right. That'd be awesome. Anyway, it's funny. Look it up on YouTube. Universal made it. It's poking fun at themselves. So, yes.
There's all these technologies that we really wish we had, but we don't have. But now, thanks to Nike, they did it. They made self-tying shoelaces.
How is that possible?
It is. Like, it's just kind of a shoe, and then it tightens itself to your foot when you put it on and press a button.
Oh.
Yeah. So we had that technology, but they just had to put it together.
Wow.
So that's cool. But that's not the best part.
It's not?
No.
I thought, in fact, that was the best part.
No, that's not what my story is about. That's just the basis to my story.
Is that just a little bit of whetting our appetites?
Yes.
We're wet. Continue.
So they made this shoe.
Uh-huh.
And can you guess who they gave it to?
Michael J. Fox?
Ding, 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 ding.
What happened then?
Ding, 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 ding.
Then there were a lot of bells, and I thought I was listening to a Pink Floyd song. Then what happened?
Well, obviously, it's like some really cool nostalgia to Michael J. Fox, because like he was in Back to the Future and he got to wear those shoes.
Made a lot of money.
But Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's. So having shoelaces that tie themselves
Is very helpful.
is amazing for someone with Parkinson's.
Wow.
I had my grandfather had Parkinson's.
Really?
And he had like those Velcro shoes, and we still had to help him like tighten the Velcro and pull it over.
Right.
Most days. So to be able to just press a button on your shoe and have it tighten is the best thing for someone with Parkinson's.
You have blown my mind. The irony in that story, the way it came back around, the foreshadowing. What's the literary term I'm trying to think of?
I don't think there is one.
But
It's a happenstance.
I'm kind of...
A coincidence.
I don't know if it's so early, or I'm feeling a little sick, but I don't know. I woke up this morning with a little bit of nasal issues,
And the sun
but
was
I
gone.
want to cry really bad right now. I want to cry about this story.
But that's the best part!
Oh. All right, okay, get together. My brain's very small. Continue.
Do you want those shoes? Do you want a pair of self-tying shoes?
You got me some!
I didn't get you some,
Oh.
but you can get yourself some coming out spring 2016.
Oh, it's going to be here.
They're going to be selling them for a limited time.
Wow.
And then they're going to take all that profit that they make from people buying those shoes, because they're probably going to be great shoes. And they're donating it to Michael J. Fox Personal Foundation for Parkinson's research.
Oh, my God.
And that's the best part of my story.
I am crying. The tears flowing from my eyes. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I did with our beer in the truck in the moonlight with the beer and the dog. That's a great story. Thank you.
What up, Nelly? All right. Yeah, when I first saw that bikini top.
I just played some bro country song
Oh, God.
to take us
Why?
out.
Did
What?
it feature Nelly?
Sure, why not? As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The podcast picture today is the return of Bison Bentley. As we heard, he got out of the jar, and he's throwing some sort of magic powder on me. I don't know why he's doing that.
He's making you gay. He's making you gay.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Wow. So I guess I'm gay now.
Oh.
I don't know if I can live up. That's a lot of pressure.
Not in today's society.
But, I mean, I guess, do I need hair to be gay? Because I don't have a hair on my head.
No, you don't need hair to be gay.
I'm really hairy under my chest, so a shirt. So would that make me a bear?
No, you're not big enough to be a bear.
Oh, I have to be bigger?
If you were that bodybuilder, you'd be a bear.
Oh. Okay. Well, let me think about this. I was really hoping at some point Elizabeth Shue would become my wife, as I alluded to in last show.
How are you going to break the news to her?
Well, can I be married to her first for a little while,
And
or
then
date?
be like, oh, no, I'm gay.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. The world is your oyster.
But I was listening to the religious station. They told me gayness is bad.
I see.
But they based that on one verse in the Bible that said don't lay with a person that's the same sex as you.
Yeah.
But you can't lay with anybody in the Bible.
Nope.
Unless you're married to them, unless you put a ring on the finger and you've ceremonied it up.
And otherwise, if you do lay with them, you either have to marry them or get stoned.
Oh, and it's all about bringing babies into the world, right? So that's the whole purpose of love, is to bring babies into the world. But so really you can't love anything unless you can have a baby with it.
Thanks, Obama.
I don't love this hat because I can't have a baby with this hat. I love this hat.
But can you agape that hat? Bringing it back around.
We mentioned agape 5 weeks ago, and we brought it back around. Thank you. Well, I think we hit some interesting topics today. I thought the show was really going to suck, and then it just sucked a tad.
It just sucked mostly, not all the way.
It could have been far worse.
Yeah.
We
could have pulled out the pretentious radio voice.
We didn't do that.
No, we should do that.
You want to do that?
Yes. Welcome.
So today is Back to the Future Day. Oh wait, that was yesterday.
Yesterday was Back to the Future Day.
Ho, that's right, Kevin.
Oh, do you know what that means?
That means that a old movie is suddenly pertinent again.
Back to the Future is completely in the past now. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. That is so clever and insightful.
That's depressing.
And scene. That was great. That's about as much egotistical radio person I could get out of myself today.
Yeah, I couldn't really do that much.
My brain is shrinking. But thank you.
Man, I'm sure glad we're not those egotistical radio people. We're just the best.
We are. We love ourselves. I hope some egotistical radio people make fun of us now.
I hope so I can use my egotistical radio person bell.
Yeah! I'm going to now tell you what I'm going to do on the next show. I think I'm going to have the cassette cubbyhole.
Oh, nice.
Because I haven't got any real interviews lined up, so I'm going to go back and play an old interview I did.
I do wish I got the name of that one band that the guy yelled at me from the car.
Yeah! Then
really
I'd have somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll also hear from Shelley Shuhart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer. Thank you so much for listening.
And I won't be there.
Haley, you might be, because I don't think I'm going to do a show this weekend.
Oh, well, then ignore Mike's Daily Podcast.